That deadly ship crash over the weekend killed 2 people, but this could have been so much worse, given that there were 277 people on board. So far, the NTSB's bridge team hasn't found any damage to the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yeah, so what was the tall ship from Mexico actually doing? The intent was apparently to sail south down the East River, but it never made it that far, crashing into the bridge.
By the way, the last time a ship crashed into the famed bridge, April 1986. Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett live on the Lower East Side with the story. Newton.
And right, Bill, Safety Board investigators have yet to interview the captain and the crew, but when they do, you can be absolutely certain they've got a lot of questions for them. Did the crew become disoriented on such a large vessel? It was 300 feet long. Did they realize they were driving the boat in reverse? Or did the transmission malfunction? Because the engine was apparently running.
The answers will be found in the mechanics of the crippled ship, interviews with the captain and crew, and in the scores of cell phone videos from horrified onlookers. Oh my God! The 300-foot ship was not drifting into the Brooklyn Bridge that night, it was accelerating backwards into it. A central question for Safety Board investigators tonight is why.
We are going to be accessing all the different electronic data to determine at what point the vessel began accelerating. We do have a bit of time where it was maintaining a constant speed of about 2.3 knots, and then the speed began to increase.
It happened on Saturday night. The ship slamming into the bridge, the vessel's 3 wooden masts snapping one by one like toothpicks against the bridge deck. The crash left dozens of sailors hanging by their harnesses more than 100 feet in the air. 22 were injured, and 2 remained hospitalized this afternoon. 21-year-old America Yamilet Sanchez was killed, along with her fellow cadet Adal Yair Marcos. Grieving relatives in Mexico were stunned. It's illogical, said this young man. What happened there is illogical. There must be someone responsible. Cuauhtemoc is a Mexican Navy training vessel. It left the South Street seaport on Saturday night, and crew members in ceremonial formation atop the ship's rigging. Ship tracking data show it departs at 8:20 p.m., but at 8:23 it begins to accelerate backwards, and 1 minute later it strikes the bridge. Investigators said the currents were minimal and the winds were moderate. Maritime historian Sal Mercogliano says the ship is clearly moving in reverse.
There's a wake coming off the stern of the vessel. It's pushing through the water. My best estimate is less than 2 minutes from the moment they engage the engine to when they realize they're going astern. And I'm not sure how fast they realized what was happening.
And there was no margin for error because, as you saw in that animation, the ship was docked so close to the bridge. No time to drop the anchors, no time to recover.